Okay, we are slowly building up towards matrix multiplication. So suppose, let's call this matrix C. So when we multiply, or let's call this something else. Let's call this P, just for the hell of it. So when we multiply A and B, the result, we're calling it a matrix P, and it is a 2 by 2 matrix. So can I write this down? P11, P12, P21, P22. We know that it's a 2 by 2 matrix, so there will be 4 elements, and these are the 4 elements that we have to calculate. And the question is, how can we do that? Okay, it is, so how are we going to find P11? Notice 1, 1. What does that tell us? It tells us first row, first column. So if I were to write this down, this is for first row, this is for first column. Okay, so what that means is we're going to multiply the first row of the first matrix with the first column of the second matrix. Okay. Now let's come to P12. 1, 2. What does 1, 2 mean? First row, second column. Okay, that means first row of the first matrix, 2, 3, multiplied by second column of the second matrix, that is 3, 1. Let's move to P21. 2, 1. What does 2, 1 tell us? Second row, first column. Second row, first column. Second row of the first matrix, 7, 8, multiplied by first column of the second matrix. And finally, we have P22, 2, 2, second row, second column. Second row, second column. Second row of the first matrix multiplied by second row of the second column of the second matrix. Okay, so what are the answers? Straightforward. This is 2 times 6 plus 3 times 2. This times this multiplied by this times this. So 12 plus 6 to 18. P12, this times this plus this times this. So 2 times 3 plus 3 times 1. So we get how much? 6 plus 3 is 9. Over here, this multiplied by this plus this multiplied by this. So 7 times 6 plus 8 times 2, which is 42 plus 16, which is 58. And for P22, this. So what we get is 7 times 3 plus 8 times 1. So 21 plus 8. So if I finally write down matrix P, P11 is 18, P12, 9, P21, 58, P22, 29. And that is how you multiply. I realize that must have looked like a lot of work. So what we are going to do now is we are going to multiply another matrix. All right, so let's bring in CNA and let's multiply CNA and see what that gives us. So C was, okay, Okay, C was 2, 3, 5, 6, 9, 2. 2, 3, 5, 6, 9, 2. And A was 2, 3, 7, 8. Okay, so we have already done this, but let's go step by step. We want to multiply C with A. Okay, first thing to identify the dimension. So this is a 3 by 2 matrix. This is a 2 by 2 matrix. Can we multiply them? We need to find out whether they conform. So column of the first matrix or the pre-multiplying matrix must be equal to the row of the post-multiplying matrix. They do. 2 and 2, they're equal, which means that we can indeed multiply C and A. And so there will be a resulting matrix. Next question is, what will be the dimension? The dimension is given by these other matrices that are left over. So this will be a 3 by 2 matrix. If it's a 3 by 2 matrix, what we are going to have is, what does this mean? 3 rows and 2 columns. So suppose let's say this is called M. So we're going to multiply C and A and we're going to get M. I'm just taking any alphabet. There's no reason behind it. So 3 rows, 2 columns. So what I can write is M11, M12, M21, M22, M31, M32. And this is what we are going to get. This is the dimension that we are going to get. What we have to do is calculate the value of these 6 elements. And how will we do that? I'm not going to do this step by step. I'm just going to set up the problem. So, for example, to calculate M11, what we are going to do is we're going to take first row of the first matrix, 2, 3, multiplied by the first column of the second matrix, 2, 7, which gives us 2 multiplied by 2 plus 3 multiplied by 7. So we get 4 plus 21 equals to 25. How would we calculate M32? 3, 2, 3. So that means the third row of the first column, 9, 2. So that is for 3. And second column of the second matrix, that is 3, 8. So that gives us 9 times 3 plus 2 times 8. So that gives us how much? 27 plus 16 is 43. So I've done M11, M32. What I'm going to ask you guys to do right now is pause this video, find all the 6 elements, construct matrix M. And once you have done it, play the video again and watch me write down the values. And then you can verify your answer and make sure that you have gotten it correct. Okay. All right, so what we are going to get is, let me do this manually, 4 plus 21, 25, 6 plus 24, so 30, 10 plus 42, 52, 15 plus 63, 32, 27, 343. So this is what we get for M. 25, 30, 52, 63, 32, 43. So that was our the second matrix multiplication. And hopefully all of you were able to pause and work this problem out. And if it looks complicating to you because it seems like there are a lot of steps and a lot of complicating problems going on, it's just a matter of practice. There's really nothing to it. If you do not practice, you're going to struggle with matrix multiplication until the end of the semester. If you practice, it's going to be difficult in the first few days, but once you figure it out, once you learn how to do it, it's not something you're ever going to forget. All right, so that is it for matrix multiplication. I'm going to solve a few more problems in another video, but right now we're going to move on to something else.